will be the biggest present to their respective fan base is who, Peter?
Yeah, look, Kay, the Kansas City Chiefs can lock up first place in the AFC and that all-wanted bye week that everyone is questing. I'm going to say Mahomes does the job, and he gets those fans a home playoff game and a bye week to relax and enjoy and watch the rest of the league. I'm going with Pat and Mahomes. Unbelievable again against the Saints last week. And as we try to conjure up an Aaron Rodgers argument or a Josh Allen argument, or even a Derrick Henry argument for the MVP, it's really hard for me right now to say anyone's played better than Mahomes. I think he keeps it going, and these guys secure the #1 seed and can relax not only in Week 17, but in Week 18 from their couches, watching the rest of the league slug it out in cold weather. I'm saying Mahomes finds a way to get the victory.
All right, for me, I'm going with a guy that will be the equivalent of watching Michael Jordan on Christmas, or Magic Johnson, or LeBron James, now that the NBA is back. I feel like this individual is going to be somebody we will want to continue to watch during the holidays. DK Metcalf. And I see that there's 2 touchdowns in that little present that I'm showing right there. I feel like DK Metcalf, he plays big in the big moments. And he loves the fact that he has a lot of eyes on him. And of course, this game has a lot of playoff implications to it. So DK Metcalf is going to ball out. I see him going for about $150 plus and 2 touchdowns in this one.
I didn't get me one of those surfaces. I got to go old school here. I guess that makes me Tiny Tim in our little Christmas story here. Please, Sarah, pence for me, Mom. I got Gardner Minshew, and that's a mustache that I drew because I don't have one of them fancy surfaces today. Because guess what? I'm going to say it will be, but I say it could be. And the gift to his fan base would be, something like that, maybe an interception, whatever, because some Jets fans will be sitting at home watching and saying, that's what I wanted for Christmas. A loss for my team and the #1 pick overall.
Now, Garofalo, I expected your other whiteboard, which was just busted. What happened to that whiteboard? It looks like Santa brought you a new one.
Yeah, I got me an early Christmas present back in June. We actually got one we can see on camera. See, the problem is my lights are too close to me. I don't have much room. We're getting too technical. But, yeah, you can see it. See, mustache is going away now.
Okay.
There you go.
Saw it well enough. Okay, let's talk about Week 16. There's basically every matchup has fantasy ins, outs, and what have yous, and it's all going to conflate and make the playoff picture a little bit more clear for us. I'd like to know from you guys which Week 16 matchup will have the biggest impact on the postseason. Pretty much every game this week, Schrags, has an implication.
Yeah, I'm gonna have reflection light issues here as well. So I'll show the back of the surface without having to reveal it because it shines back. And I'm gonna say this. The Titans playing the Packers is one of the coolest Week 16 games I can remember. It's Sunday night. You've got Vrabel against his former offensive coordinator, Matt LaFleur, and there's playoff implications all over the place. This is Packers versus Titans on a Sunday night affair. Rodgers and LaFleur, obviously, very tight, but don't forget, LaFleur spent that year in Tennessee. He was working for Vrabel, worked with Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator, worked with all those guys on offense. Packers, take care of business, and you're the 1 seed. Titans, take care of business. You're the AFC South champions, and you have a home playoff game. Lose these games, and it gets really interesting. I appreciate an interconference Sunday night Week 16 with all the marbles on the line. I love it. Packers, Titans, sign me up.
Oh, well, speaking of all the marbles on the line, I mean, come on. This is it right here. The Rams and the Seahawks. Everything's on the line in this one. It's very simple for the Seahawks. Seahawks win this game, they win the division. They are NFC West champions. Rams win this game, they take over first place heading into Week 17. And I'll just throw this in there. The Cardinals, they need a win just to hang on to the final wild card spot. So just like we said months ago, that this division is one of the most interesting, entertaining, most competitive, it's shaking out to be exactly what we thought it would be. The 2 teams, the 2 best teams in this division facing off for what could be the deciding factor of the division title. I got this one, man. This is Rams Seahawks. This is everything you want, an implication playoff football game.
Give me Colts, Steelers here, and, we got a great website, NFL.com, but give credit to ESPN. They got their little playoff machine thing, and when I pick the Colts to win this game, 3 seeds move without touching anything else. 6 becomes 3. Colts go all the way up. Tennessee drops from 4 to 6. The Colts are at 3. Pittsburgh's at 4. And then the beauty of that is, as it's currently aligned, you'd have 3 divisional matchups in the wild card games in the AFC. Miami, Buffalo, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Cleveland, Pittsburgh. Boy, that would be some impact just by one little switch in the game there.
So you use some off-brand cheat code, Mike? Those aren't the rules.
I can't live without it because I got to figure out the scenarios right now. And listen, it's a nice thing. Give them credit. I still like this show better.
Get yourself a Matt Hamilton. Like, what are we doing here? That's what you need to ask Santa for. Okay, December 23rd is today, and I do believe it marks the annual celebration of something called Festivus that was made up on a Seinfeld episode long, long ago. One of the many traditions involves, of course, the airing out of grievances, right? Where everyone vents about their biggest issues, frustrations. The thing that you'd vent about for this year's airing of grievances is I just did a fine example against Mike Garofalo's ESPN projector. What do you got, Peter? Let's talk about what your grievance would be.
Yeah, Kay, my grievance is about the year 2020 and to have everything going on in the world and for all of us to be in this together and for all the Kristen Bell videos that we've done singing Imagine with Gal Gadot, for us to still be nipping at each other on the internet. My grievance are the internet trolls. Still, even through this, we can't get through a segment without checking the internet and someone saying something nasty about one of us or something saying nasty about one of the players in the NFL. I am saying internet trolls is my grievance. We've been through a lot. Do you really want to log on with an egg avatar and tell me that the background of my home studio, which is a closet in Brooklyn, is not snazzy enough for you? I'm sorry. I'm trying. We're all trying. Internet trolls. Those are my grievances. I just can't imagine with what we're going through in a personal day-to-day manner to care about what we're wearing, what we're saying, and truly just being so mean. Internet trolls, please go away for 2021.
So mean.
I like it, Triggs, but you would be such a good internet troll. Triggs, I would love to see your work as an internet troll, though, for like 24 hours. You would destroy and end people's souls. It would be great.
Well, listen, I have a grievance, and it's similar to those trolls because people that overreact to things, they need to go away. Just chill out. And I know. And I'm also talking to my mirror reflection because oftentimes on TV, we tee up questions and we have to react to certain things. I just have 2 teams with 2 records and how they could end up looking at the end of the season. And is it really that bad? Like the Steelers could end up 13-3. The Saints could end up 12-4. I know that things don't look good for these 2 squads. You're saying, well, they're not catching a rhythm. Drew Brees is back, but is he really back? I mean, they just took a loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. They'll be perfectly fine. They're a really good regular season team. They have the Vikings and the Panthers. 2 games that they should win, should put them at 12-4 with great momentum going into the playoffs. They better. Now the Steelers, they have a little bit tougher time, right? They have the Colts and they have the Browns. But yet and still, if they win these 2 games, not only do they get their confidence back because they beat 2 really good squads, but they end up 13-3. So all the panic over the last few weeks, it's all for naught. So 2020, the year of overreaction, let's just hold off on judgment until things go final. And right now, the regular season isn't over. So for teams and fan bases that are panicking, don't panic. Let the season play out.
That was beautiful. I also want to back up to Peter's because I thought about that one myself, but I was afraid of being attacked by internet trolls. So kudos for Schrager to actually having the guts to do it.
Next level.
One. And number 2, it's not just the troll. It's the guy who picks an issue with a tweet or something you said, even though he knows that you meant what you meant and not what he's thinking you meant. It's, quote, that guy. We all hate that guy. All right, let me channel my inner Frank Costanza for Festivus. I got a lot of problems with you people. Cardboard. You couldn't smooth a silk sheet if you had a hot date with a Never mind, I lost my train of thought. All right, see, that picture right there, okay?
Stock image cardboard.
That was my office at 5 o'clock yesterday, okay? And why is that important?
Wow.
Because at 11:30, I had enough. I couldn't wait for Thursday. Thursday is the day where they collect cardboard in my town. I never make it to Thursday anymore because of the pandemic. All the online shopping we're doing, the people sending stuff to the house instead of actually bringing it. I am being overrun by cardboard this entire season. There is cardboard everywhere. There's cardboard on the back of my whiteboard here. There's cardboard here. Apparently, I'm an architect in my spare time. I can't take it anymore, cardboard. If I see a third of you in 2021 that I saw in 2020, then we'll be off to a much better start in the new year. You're a great